Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest MS Hear from the Experts webinar. This series is helping people better understand multiple sclerosis, highlights MS-related resources, plus provides tools and tips to navigate their MS journey with more knowledge and confidence. Our intention is to help you learn more about this disease, treatments, research, wellness strategies, our programs, and much more. My name is Gabrielle Vito, and I'm a longtime volunteer with MS Canada, way back since my own diagnosis in 1996. I've had the privilege and the ability to work in various departments of the organization, and it's a real privilege for me to be here with you today as your moderator for today's broadcast. I want to make a special welcome to both our audiences today. We've got people joining us via Zoom as well as from Facebook Live. Now, before we get started with our presentations, let's briefly go over a couple of housekeeping items. Your microphones have been muted and will remain muted for the entirety of the broadcast. If you have a question, please type it into the chat box, and we will try to get to as many questions as possible following the formal presentation. That's when we'll answer them, but you can type them in at any time during the hour. Now, please note that questions pertaining to specific personal situations likely cannot be answered in this type of a venue, and we recommend that you contact your personal MS healthcare team or perhaps contact the MS Knowledge Network for your specific situation. Now, this session is being recorded and will be available soon on our website in English under archived webinars and on our YouTube channel. It goes there as well. For the Facebook audience, a Facebook Live recording will also be made available. Now, please note that MS Canada does not approve, endorse, or recommend any specific product, therapy, or service, but instead provides information and referral to assist individuals in making their own health and wellness decisions. Now, we wanted to tell you a little bit about who we are. Formerly called the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Canada, we've changed our name to simply MS Canada. We've got a new name and a new look, but we're still committed to keeping people affected by MS at the heart of everything we do. Since 1948, we at MS Canada have been proud to be part of a community of people living with MS, their families, friends, volunteers, donors, researchers, clinicians, and many, many more. Together, we've helped fund research, provide information and support to people affected by MS, and we've taken a bold stance to advocate for changes that allow people living with MS to lead full and inclusive lives. Our current strategic plan not only lays out the roadmap in our journey to create a world free of MS, but we hope it also provides inspiration for everyone in the MS community to connect and collaborate, so that together we can advance treatment and care, enhance well-being, understand and halt the disease progression, and prevent MS from happening. So thank you for being here today with us. Now, today's broadcast is an opportunity to learn more about technology that can help enhance quality of life. We're going to hear today from several MS Canada staff members. They're all going to give you their individual presentations, and we're going to kick it off with Laurie Murphy. Laurie is the education specialist, and she is going to start things off for us today. So take it away, Laurie.
I can't see the slides. There we go. Technology consists of the machines, equipment, tools, and products that we can use to increase and improve functionality, keep us connected, and plus it helps make our lives easier. We are living in an era of rapid technological advancement that has profoundly improved nearly every aspect of life. From communications to entertainment, the technologies we may take for granted have enhanced our wellness and elevated our quality of life to new heights. From better healthcare tracking and management, or access to information and reducing social isolation, technology makes life easier and safer. Sometimes access can be challenging or a barrier, and examples include lack of reliable and efficient internet, or the cost may be prohibitive for access and or usage. Individuals may also experience challenge or barriers because of their active symptoms or disability. We use technology every day, and there's no denying that it has and will continue to have a huge impact on our lives, but equitable access is sometimes not guaranteed. We have reached a point where it is difficult to imagine life without technology. It has considerably changed the quality of life by seeping into every aspect of our daily lives. Simply, it has changed the way we behave and operate. The best part is that it is ever evolving by facilitating more advanced features. For instance, we have come far from traditional audio calls to instant messaging or FaceTime and other video chat platforms. Not to forget, technology has come to the rescue during the pandemic. When the world was in lockdown mode, video calling and communicating over the internet paved the way for connecting with each other and reducing social isolation despite the health crisis. So technology helped us to stay together by living apart. Technology is a very broad term that we can equate to a wide range of products. It can include equipment such as mobility aids or devices to assist with daily activities, but also smartphones, computers, Lifeline and other emergency response wearables and subscriptive programs, smartwatches such as an Apple Watch, home automation such as voice-controlled equipment like Google Home, Alexis, or Nest, and correlating options like smart thermometers or lighting. Voice-to-text or voice recognition and amplification tools. There's also reading tools on websites like Read Aloud, products for the visually impaired, perhaps driving assist gear like hand controls, text adjustment options on websites. There's hearing aids, air conditioning or cooling products, wireless and Bluetooth functions, digital calendars and reminders, journals, and so much more. Artificial intelligence, or AI, includes the advancement of intuitive and responsive machines, equipment, tools, and software. Examples of AI are virtual assistants like Siri, personalized content recommendation on streaming platforms, fraud detection systems into banking, navigation apps that suggest the best routes based on real-time traffic data, autonomous vehicles, plus image and facial recognition on security systems, and robotics. The artificial intelligence revolution really is here. ChatGPT has been helping people with jobs like writing recipes, perhaps creating resumes, crafting essays and poems, summarizing historical events, composing emails, creating spreadsheets, and even filing tax returns. Others have used it to get free legal advice or plan their holiday. While technology offers benefits, it can also present challenges. Cybersecurity threats and privacy concerns arise due to increased reliance on digital systems and on the collection of personal data. Technological advancements can create a digital divide, leaving certain populations behind. Dependence on technology may lead to reduced physical activity or social interactions. Additionally, the fast pace of technological advancements requires continuous learning and adaptation, posing challenges for individuals and organizations to keep up with the changes. Wellness is primarily primarily encompassing emotional, physical, social, intellectual, spiritual, environmental, and occupational health. These facets of well-being are deeply intertwined. Each affects the others. For example, chronic stress takes a toll on physiological health, and unemployment can negatively impact mental health. Technology has boosted our well-being across the different dimensions of wellness. Fitness trackers and smartwatches monitor heart rate, activity levels, and sleeping patterns. It helps to motivate movement and assist in developing better sleep habits. Exercise apps feature on-demand workouts accessible at home and can be customized to individual fitness levels or abilities. Telemedicine and online symptom trackers make healthcare more convenient to access. Home diagnostic kits allow people to easily monitor health markers, including blood pressure, heart function, and blood sugar levels. Mental health apps provide on-demand counseling, therapy, and meditation to help manage conditions like anxiety, depression, and addiction. Support groups and crisis hotlines are accessible 24/7 from anywhere via online and phone-based resources. Social media platforms allow people to connect with others facing similar challenges for advice and emotional support. Social media also enables people to nurture existing relationships and form new connections based on shared interests. There are collaboration apps that help to empower remote work and learning, plus reduce social isolation. There are dating apps that expand options for meeting partners and companionship. Online learning platforms have made education more accessible, enabling people to continually grow intellectually. Cognitive apps and games help keep the mind sharp and stave off age-related mental decline. Audiobooks and digital reading apps promote literacy and lifelong learning habits. Workflow software, scheduling apps, video conferencing, cloud-based collaboration tools, and other technologies enable people to work productively and successfully manage professional responsibilities. Remote work capabilities allow more freedom and flexibility in establishing a positive work-life equilibrium. Of course, technology has made the lives of people with special needs much easier as well. Sure, people with special needs can get care partners and personal assistants to help them with their activities. However, getting things done by themselves with the help of technology is different. Technology helps them do their activities easier and gives them freedom. As a result, they are more empowered, confident, and hopeful. Home security systems with smart cameras and sensors provide real-time monitoring and alerts that keep our property and family safe. We can even use technology to monitor and engage with our pets. Smart home devices help us conserve energy, water, and other resources through efficient automation. Voice-controlled equipment and tools can get things done more efficiently and with less personal effort. Emergency response systems and medical alert devices help summon help during medical emergencies. Green transportation options like electric cars and bikes, enabled by advancements in battery technology, reduce pollution. And video conferencing diminishes the need for travel, lowering our carbon footprints. There is a variety of apps which can help with self-management, including the monitoring of our overall health, disease and symptom tracking, medication monitoring, Again, exercise and fitness tracking, sleep evaluation and enhancement, treating anxiety and stress, social engagement through support groups and communities, mental health tools, etc. One example is Abby, a free MS companion app that provides a personalized journal to help track symptoms. You can also store and list your medication and even sign up for reminders. This app also gives you access to a nurse educator who can answer any questions about life with MS, plus offers self-care and wellness tips, informational user stories, and news about multiple sclerosis. Another example of an app would be We Talk MS, which was developed by MS Canada, and we'll share more about that just a little bit later in the webinar. So who can help identify the technology that may help you in your everyday life? Well, you've got to be proactive and do your own research and investigate your options. Perhaps you've seen an advertisement or someone wearing the latest tech. Family members or friends might tell you about the product or services that they've heard about that could make your life easier or provide support. You can also talk to members of your healthcare team to help explore technology. An occupational or physical therapist can be a good resource, but other disability agencies are also a wealth of information and can possibly offer programs or services for your technology needs. An example would be the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, or the CNIB, who can help identify and provide equipment to support the visually impaired. Consulting a couple of equipment providers to find the best mobility aid for you at a price you can afford can be helpful to obtain something that truly works for you. Connecting with tech-savvy individuals, such as those participating in one of MS Canada's peer support programs, can be helpful because they can speak from their own lived experience and perhaps help you narrow down some options. And you can always check out retail flyers to learn what's new. Or if you're like me, mention a piece of technology while you're using your cell phone and see what ads pop up. Technology has impacted every aspect of society. It's made learning, exercising, and shopping more entertaining and creative, our jobs more flexible. It's given us access to more information than we've ever had, and helped us to connect with people on the other side of the world through social media. Technology has meant that we can travel further, work less, and even exist in virtual realities. Regardless, there's no denying that technology has and will continue to have a huge impact in our lives in one way or another. But technology comes at a cost. There may be government or other programs and cost recovery opportunities for you to explore. The Tetra Society is a not-for-profit organization that provides volunteer engineers to design and construct custom assistive devices for people with disabilities. The Neil Squire Society uses technology to empower Canadians with disabilities through training, support, and to obtain assistive tech, and employment support once they have that technology. Sorry, I lost my spot. Out-of-pocket costs to purchase technology may be claimed on your income tax or through insurance plans. We'll highlight the MS Quality of Life program in just a few minutes. The pace of advancement shows no signs of slowing, promising even more innovations that will continue to improve human life at both individual and societal levels. While maintaining realistic expectations, we have compelling reasons to remain optimistic that emerging technologies focused on enhancing wellness will enable us to reach new heights of health and well-being, accessibility and inclusion, happiness and quality of living. As you wait for new technology to unfold, be sure to embrace what is available now and use it to benefit you in the present.
Thank you so much, Lori. You're right. Technology touches every aspect of our lives. Now we're going to move along, and I would next like to introduce all of you to Laureen Brazeau, who is the manager of the program delivery team. Thank you so much for being here, Laureen. Take it away.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Pleasure to be here. So MS Canada does use technology to deliver programs, and we have a variety of programs that help people affected by MS, their caregivers or care partners, and other family members, those awaiting a diagnosis, and individuals with an allied disease. In this case, the technology is primarily the internet, and through virtual programming, we can offer information, support, and exercise that enhances the quality of life for those affected by MS and their support networks. The Knowledge Network is our primary service offered across Canada, which is a trusted source of information and support that is accessed from individuals around the globe. All interactions are virtual, and whether connecting through the toll-free number, email, or our live chat offered through our webpage, exchanges with MS navigators can help if you are just starting your MS journey or have been traveling on that road for some time.
From MS Canada that I'm going to introduce you to is Annette Mitchell. And Annette is a specialist who manages the MS Quality of Life program. Annette, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Gabby. So the Quality of Life Grant Program is a equipment grant program that allows you to receive some funding that'll help towards medical devices. And that may include technical assistive devices that can help with your day-to-day living. I'm going to talk a little bit about the program and how that helps first. The Quality of Life grants are designed to provide financial assistance to those requiring support with the purchase of mobility equipment, safety devices, cooling units, and some technology eligibility criteria includes confirmation of a diagnosis of MS or an allied disease, an assessment of need from a healthcare professional, and a completed application form. Applicants are expected to investigate and assess all areas of sources of funding before applying to MS Canada. This program is available to all residents of Canada living with a multiple sclerosis or allied condition, and financial means test is done to confirm eligibility. Sorry, my thing is not going down. Eligibility for the program. Means testing is done to confirm the eligibility, and it's done through the federal government's Low Income Measurement Scale, or the LICO scale. This is based on the scale set by the federal government, which is about, if we're looking at a single individual person, and it is based on the number of people in your household. So an example would be a person with a income of less than $22,000 a year would be eligible for funding if they were receiving assistance. Now, that's based on the federal government, but MS has said, we know that MS can be expensive. We know that the cost of equipment can be expensive. We know that the cost of medications are expensive. So we have times the LICO scale by 1.5, meaning we've increased it so that now a single person living with MS who has a combined monthly income of $32,000 a year can apply for a grant and receive a maximum grant of $1,000 per year that can help towards medical devices. Products that we provide funding assistance for can include eligible bathroom safety aids. Now that can include something like a bath lift, which again, technology, braces and support, leg braces, orthotics, walk aid systems, computer adaptations, which could include your home systems, Google, Alexa, the Nest, anything that can help set the house up that allows you to have more freedom if mobility is an issue to you. Hospital beds, adjustable beds, mattresses, pressure relief, lifts and lift systems, so stair lifts, ceiling lifts, personal lifts are all available. Lift chairs are a new piece of equipment that are very beneficial to people. kitchen aids such as auto feeders, adapted utensils, mobility aids, your scooters, mobilities, walkers, walk aids, MS-related specialty clothing, toileting aids such as commodes, raised toilet seats, grab bars, safety frames, transferring aids, your transfer belts, your boards, your grab bars, and your grab poles. And we also look at vehicle adaptations as well. Technology that we fund for. Most of the technology that we help fund, the entire cost is not covered by our program. Individuals may have out-of-pocket expenses that they will have to pay for themselves. Claims can be put on income tax and or applied to health insurance programs that may cover some of the cost. You may also be eligible for other sources of funding such as March of Dimes or foundations. One of them is Ceridian Cares that a lot of clients have had some success with helping to receive funding assistance that are there to help support it. We look at things such as tablets. If you're bedridden or you are not able to get out to support groups or peer support, having a tablet so that you can do online support groups might be something that's helpful. Speech recognition software, voice to text, anything to do with vision loss and having some of the programs that allow you to see things better. So high-tech voice commands programs such as Google Home, Alexa, Nest are all things that we can help fund towards. Personal emergency response system. In Canada, we have one called Canada Care Alert. That one is not a monitored system. It's actually, the equipment can be purchased, and then it would allow you to wear a pendant that you can push that will ring right through to either 911 or a family member or somebody that can help support. So that's been a great one that people have been using for the last few years. Auto door openers, auto locks, garage door openers, anything that can help a person get in and out of their house safer. Computers with adaptations, this is through supplemental to ADP funding and the leasing program through them, but they have a very good system through the Technological Assisted Devices program that you can look at. And then, like I said, vehicle modifications, hand controls, lifts and ramps to get your wheelchair in and out of the car or scooter in and out of the car. Anything that falls under this category is something that can be looked at. There may be new systems coming up all the time, and we might not have them listed on our website, but it's just a matter of applying to us. There's an application process. You would work with either an occupational therapist or a physical therapist to help determine which technical aids are best suited for you. Once the application is sent in, we would take a look at it and determine, based on your need and individual needs, if it's something that we could help fund for. But like I said, quite a few of these are already things that we fund for currently, and we are always open to looking at other options that may be coming up in the future and things that you may know about or learn about now. And that is it for me, I believe. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's great information, Annette. Thank you so much. All right, Laureen is going to rejoin us now. There she is, and we're going to highlight how the technology makes virtual programs and services possible.
Great. Thank you. So in-person self-help support groups have started to resume face-to-face meetings now that the pandemic has settled down and people are more comfortable about gathering publicly again. But technology makes virtual peer support possible for those who don't want to physically attend group sessions. Our virtual groups bring together people from across Canada that have shared experiences, are seeking connection and information sharing, plus searching for practical tips on life with MS. Led by volunteers who all have a personal link to multiple sclerosis, if not with multiple sclerosis. So these virtual groups mostly use Zoom to conduct their meetings and are offered in different MS-related categories. by an assortment of demographics and in different time zones or regions. Confidentiality and privacy are always top of mind and adhered to by both group facilitators as well as participants. Meetings are never recorded, and these safe spaces that insist on a non-judgmental environment and encourage all participants to engage as much as they want to on whatever topic is important to them. The group self-determines discussion topics, and so here we have a list of a variety of our virtual peer support groups, and this is not a complete list. However, you can connect with the Knowledge Network to explore options that best suit you, or visit our website to search for a variety of groups that we have to offer. The one-to-one program also brings together individuals who have similar life experiences, who are seeking mutual support, problem solving, information sharing, and to reduce social isolation. Private and confidential interactions are key to this social engagement program. All matches are virtual and made possible by either telephone or a variety of internet-based technology, including connections by email, texting, and even video chats. So a completed application helps determine an individual's needs, such as questions or topics they want to chat with someone about. It also helps MS Canada staff find the best volunteer to match someone with, whether for an extended match of up to 6 months or a one-call interaction, which is just that, a one-time conversation. For more information to access the application or to investigate support, please refer to our website or connect with an MS Navigator through the Knowledge Network. Next, I'll focus on We Talk MS, which was newly developed by MS Canada. It's an online social community which was launched earlier this year. We Talk MS can connect you with other people going through similar experiences 24/7. Whether you want to chat about your future living with MS or making peace with a loved one's diagnosis, you can connect with someone to talk to. This is also a mentoring program, community forum, and supportive environment all rolled into one. Our aim is to create a place where peers in our MS community can connect with each other informally, share information, and support one another. This technology is hosted by a world-leading mentoring platform known as Pushfar. So it's this mentorship program that makes We Talk MS unique. So you can be connected with someone further along in their journey with MS and get practical advice and encouragement. We're always here for you, but a mentor is someone who can help guide you from experience as you consider decisions about your health, talk to an employer about your diagnosis, or advocate for a loved one. You can also choose to be a mentor to someone in the community. Mentoring can give you confidence and mental health a boost by helping others, but there are also more concrete benefits as well. You may look at MS differently, learn new things, and build lasting friendships. Plus, you can look back and say that you helped empower someone in a meaningful way. So We Talk MS is also a community. It gives you the opportunity to connect virtually when you need the support. There are ways to have one-on-one conversations, post in community threads, and access different resources. We hope that building peer-to-peer connections and sharing lived experiences with others will empower our community. You can connect with the MS Knowledge Network or visit our website to learn more or to register for We Talk MS. The wellness programs that MS Canada currently hosts are all virtual. There is no cost for participation, but it does require registration for that free access. Internet-based programs are more inclusive, eliminate individuals having to travel, and also avoids costly fitness center memberships. Virtual offerings can also help individuals feel more comfortable in the safety and privacy of their own homes. You can check out our website for more information or connect with an MS Navigator. But next, I'll tell you a little bit more about the wellness programs that we have to offer. So, MS Canada, in partnership with Toronto Rehab, offers the Time at Home program. It is hosted twice weekly with the help of our wonderful volunteer facilitators. The Time at Home program is a free online exercise program that offers an hour-long exercise session, followed by a half-hour social aspect twice a week. There are two separate challenge levels, which allows participants to choose the level that suits their ability. The NeuroSask program offers a 30-minute exercise session every Tuesday and Thursday year-round. Classes are led by physiotherapists and highlight seated movement, focusing on alignment, seated postural control, body awareness, range of motion, muscle activation, with some resistance training and bouts of cardio sprinkled throughout. Following some of the Tuesday exercise sessions, individuals can stay online and attend a bonus stretching class to help with range of motion, pain, and spasticity management. On some Thursdays, individuals can choose to stay and attend a social engagement session covering a variety of topics. Next, I'll focus on Spirit Club, which is an online fitness and wellness platform. And this program allows individuals to pick the themed classes that are of interest to them and participate when it works best for their schedule. Spirit Club is taught by certified professionals with a variety of difficulty and ability levels. Programs include Tai Chi, Zumba, medication, and Gentle Yoga is one of our newest wellness programs that we have to offer. And it's an accessible way to move your body, connect with your breath, and pay attention to how you're feeling that day, moving within a comfortable range. For most of the class, participants will be seated in a chair with an option given for a few standing poses if that works for you. These 45-minute virtual classes will include upper body movement, gentle mobility challenges, muscle stretches, and will end with mindful meditation. So technology makes our education and awareness possible. Webinars are hosted on Zoom, Facebook Live, and other platforms to provide options to viewing the broadcasts. Our website allows users to have the choice to access information in English or French. Website users can take advantage of several accessibility tools, including screen readers, text magnification, the color enhancer, and keyboard navigation assistance. Live chat with an MS Navigator can also be accessed from our website also. Our website has information, including printable resources to help understand the specific symptoms and life impacts that the disease has. You can also find information for managing MS and wellness strategies. We have an abundance of videos on YouTube, plus there are several social media streams you can check out and follow. Facebook, X, which is formerly called Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember, you can also connect with an MS Navigator to have them help you find the information you need. We also have a monthly e-newsletter, which is delivered to your email inbox and highlights programs and services, shares details about our fundraising events, provides research and treatment news, plus shares inspirational stories of members of the MS community. Also celebrates the work we do for government relations and advocacy. To sign up for e-news, you can connect with an MS Navigator or go to our website at the bottom of the landing page and you can subscribe there. So lastly, there are many ways to connect with MS Canada and to be a part of the MS community. So you can live chat with our MS Navigators at mscanada.ca, access our knowledge network at msnavigators at mscanada.ca. Education team can be reached at education@mscanada.ca. There's also our toll-free number at 1-800-268-7582. And info@mscanada.ca is our general information inbox.
Fantastic, Lorene. That is a wonderful overview of so many of the programs and services offered by MS Canada. And thank you to all of you, Lori, Lorene, and Annette, for your informative presentations today. We do have a few minutes left for questions. So just a reminder now, everybody watching, it's over to you. Please type your questions into the chat box, and we will get to as many of them as we can today. I am going to take a look right now and see where we're at. Oh, and they're coming in already. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to start off with a question regarding the Let's Talk MS. It seems nearly identical to the peer one-to-one program. This person is asking, what is the difference, or what are the differences?
Yeah, well, I would say like the We Talk MS program, it's matches based on the information that you provide through the application. So general interests, it typically will factor in age-related data, that kind of stuff. So it's all done by the system itself, whereas the one-to-one program, you would complete an application and our program coordinator would also make the match with a volunteer who's signed up for the program. So through We Talk MS, you have the choice of either signing up as a mentor or a mentee. So if you've signed up for both mentor and mentee, you would be connected to others who are looking for that mentoring relationship through the application. So it's just a little bit of a different way to match through technology.
Excellent. Now I have another question here, again related to the We Talk MS app. How do I register for the We Talk MS app? Can we reiterate that connection?
Yeah, well, actually, if you visit our website at mscanada.ca, we have a link for Find Support in the top navigation field, and you'll just want to select Programs and Services. From there, you can actually scroll down to the section for support groups. And it's listed under online social community. So roughly about halfway on the page, all of the information for We Talk MS is listed there. And we do have a link to sign up for the program as well.
Excellent. And so I think that leads us right into one of the other questions I have here. And that is, are there peer group sessions in every province? And how do I find them? Sounds like the website would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Well, you could go to our website. We do have information about, actually right above our online social community, We Talk MS. You can access information on our support groups. And that will actually bring you to an area where you can search for the groups by province, whether it's offered in person or virtual. You can search for, specifics like caregiver groups or newly diagnosed groups. But the information is available on our website or by contacting our MS Knowledge Network as well, and a navigator can certainly help guide you to a group that will best meet your needs.
That's a great idea as well. I know because some folks have trouble sometimes with the website. It's too much or overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So you can just call
Absolutely.
someone. That's a great option. Yeah.
Yep. You can call the navigator. Sorry?
No, I'm sorry, Lorene. Finish up.
Oh, I was just going to say navigators can be reached by email.
Great. Okay, Annette, I think this next question is for you. Will the Quality of Life program arrange for the installation of Google Home? I can't remember if that was one you mentioned.
Yeah, so the home systems such as Google Home, Nest, or Alexa are all internet-based services. So once the equipment is purchased, you're generally easy to assemble or install yourself. But if you do end up needing help and the costs to get somebody in to do it for you are less than $1,000 for the services, then you can apply for not only the equipment but the installation if needed. Again, we look at the paying for the equipment first, and then we would look at installation costs if needed. A lot of these systems are pretty user-friendly, and you don't need to have somebody come in and install it for you.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, Lori, this next one I'm going to fire your way, I think. I think you had a slide in your portion of the presentation today. This next person is asking, is there a list of apps that are good for Canadians with MS?
Well, we started to comprise a list, but then some dropped off and others were new and were added. So we don't have a really strong list, but you can email me, education@mscanada.ca, and I could definitely share that list with you. We know one that's been going for a long time is the ABY, so ABY hyphen app.ca. And again, we don't want to advocate for one or another, but it is the one that's been around the longest. It has a lot of great features, including the journaling, storing your medication list, the reminders that you can get, tracking your symptoms. It's a strong tool, but yeah, email me and I'll try to get you a good list. MS Canada's We Talk MS is going to be on there as well. Belong MS, I think, is still around, as is MS Buddy, which I think has changed to Beezy, BEZZY-MS. A lot of these are free, available both in iOS or, Android options. You can even find, if you start to search for apps, you'll even find the Walls Diet. Dr. Terry Walls is a person with MS who created an MS diet that maybe isn't for everybody, but she's got some good resources. So we don't have a comprehensive list, but it's something we continue to monitor and reach out, and I will try to get you the answers that work for you. There are some that aren't available on both platforms. There are some that are only Android-based or iOS-based. But yeah, I'll try to help somebody find the ones that work for them. And again, we don't advocate for one or another, simply provide you the information so you can make the best health and wellness decisions for yourself.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. The next question we have here, I'm not sure who could answer this one or if anybody can, but this person is asking, is MS Connect coming back? Now, this, of course, is when we used to have in-person conferences and education sessions, and they all went virtual. And so there's that person, I think what they're alluding to is, are those coming back in the in-person format?
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that, but certainly happy to look into that. Or you could certainly email info@mscanada.ca, and we'd be happy to get you in touch with the right staff member for that.
Yeah, and it's on the radar, if I may chip in to say, I sit on the MS Ambassador Executive, and there's nothing definite being planned, but I know at the ambassador level, all of our training went virtual as well. All our meetings had to become virtual, and we are slowly inching our way back into trying to find opportunities to create face-to-face meetings. So I think it's definitely on MS Canada's radar. So hang in there. It's coming. Next question is, thank you for offering all these programs for us. Just a question. Yoga and NeuroSask are on the same day, Thursday. Could this be changed? Oh, I hadn't even noticed that.
That's a good question, and it's something that we've actually seen a few questions pop up about it being offered on the same day. So we certainly do try to offer our programs all at different times, different days of the week. But I would say stay tuned if you subscribe to our e-newsletter. We're actually looking to hopefully implement another yoga program at a different time with different ability levels. So that will be announced likely at the beginning of the new year. So I just stay tuned for more information on that.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you for listening, and it's great to hear that things are evolving. Annette, I think this one is in your department. If I already bought equipment, can I apply retroactively? For instance, a shower seat.
So normally we do not fund after the fact. However, exceptions can be made. If this is your first time finding out that the MS Canada actually has a funding program for medical equipment, then yes, you can apply to be retroactively applied to apply for the program. However, the equipment must have been purchased within the last few months of this year or the year that you're applying for it. It's a one-time exception. So once you've applied once for after-the-fact funding, you'll be notified that this is the once and only time that it'll be approved. And then you would need to apply and be approved by us before purchasing any additional equipment. So yes, you can apply to us. There is the applications online at MS Canada under the Quality of Life Grant Program. There are the Quality of Life application, which is a client-centered one, and then the healthcare professional assessment, which normally has to be done. If it's something like a bath chair, then your family doctor can provide a note or fill it out stating that due to your MS, you needed that type of equipment. And then we would look at it and consider it. You would need to be able to provide a copy of the paid invoice and your bank information, as we would provide reimbursement directly to your bank account if you are approved for it because you meet all the criteria necessary to apply for a funding grant with us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, last question I think we have here. I'm not sure I understand it, but I'm hoping one of you will. Some of the programs for funding you recommended are regional, such as March of Dimes, Ontario only. Are there others you mentioned that are regional?
Yes, there are. That one's for me. That's for the funding program. That is a good question. There are provincial programs across the country. Each province has their own funding sources available. Some have government grant programs where they will help cover medical devices for people or portions of it. Some of them are other organizations or social agencies such as ourselves that provide funding assistance for people with disabilities. We do have some of that information available. All you need to do is reach out to one of our MS navigators or to myself, and we can help you search for your province and area of what might be available to you.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you, Annette. All right, well, I think that wraps up all the questions that we've had sent in, and it works out beautifully timing-wise. So I want to thank you all very, very much, staff members from MS Canada joining us today and outlining all the huge array of programs that are available to people with MS and their families, and how technology is really playing a role in delivering all those programs and services. So thank you very, very much to all of you for being here today. Now, as we wrap up today, I want to remind you about how you can connect with the MS Knowledge Network. You've heard about it quite a bit in today's presentations. They are staffed by trained navigators who provide consistent quality information and support. And again, you can connect by phone, email, or live chat through the MS Canada website. And we want to encourage you to take part. Become a part of the MS community, get involved, and take action. You can find out more about programs, services, events, government relations, and volunteer opportunities. These days, connecting with each other is more important than ever, and more information is always available on our website, which again is www.mscanada.ca. Now, if you have any questions about the education activities like today's webinar, you can always reach out to the education team. That was Lori, who you heard from today. That email is education@mscanada.ca, or for general information, it's information@mscanada.ca. So there's lots of information out there. You've already started your information journey just simply by joining us here today for this education webinar. We're so glad you did. So on behalf of MS Canada, I want to thank you for taking the time to tune in to today's webinar. Take good care, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.